This YouTube channel makes $833 every single day by literally boring people to sleep. No fancy editing, no expensive equipment, just boring historical stories that viewers beg for more of. 407,000 subscribers are paying this channel to bore them, and I just cracked his entire system. The craziest part, you can recreate their whole content system in just under an hour. Now, I know what you're thinking. There's no way someone can make that much money with boring content. I thought the same thing until I found this channel. Let me show you the exact numbers that made my jaw drop. This is Sleepless Historian, 407,000 subscribers at the time of recording this video. And look at these video titles: Boring History for Sleep, Medieval Nuns, What Dating Was Like in Medieval Times. Every single video is over 2 hours long and people are absolutely loving it. But here's where it gets crazy. I used viewstats.com, Mr. Beast's analytics tool, to pull their estimated earnings. From my own experience, these numbers are usually conservative, so what they're really making is probably even higher. And what I found will blow your mind. Using ViewStats, it is estimated that this channel make between $25,000 to $69,000 with over 9 million views and subscriber gain of 185,000 in the last 28 days. Look at these comments. People are literally thanking him for being boring. This helps me sleep every night. I love how boring this is, better than any sleeping pill. This isn't just content, it's a sleep solution that people are addicted to. Now, you might be wondering, why does boring content work so well? It's actually genius when you understand the psychology behind it. First, the YouTube algorithm is obsessed with one thing: watch time. Most creators are fighting for 30 seconds to 2 minutes of attention, but sleep content, people literally leave these videos running for hours. Second, sleep content has guaranteed retention because people aren't actively trying to click away. They're trying to fall asleep. While other creators are desperately trying to keep viewers awake and engaged, sleep creators want the opposite. It's like playing YouTube on easy mode. Third, there's way less competition in boring niches. Everyone's making flashy, exciting content. Meanwhile, the boring space is wide open. And here's the kicker: history content is evergreen. So now that you understand why this works so well, let me show you exactly how to replicate their entire system step by step. Step 1 is topic research, and this is where most people overthink it. You don't need to be a history expert. You just need to know what puts people to sleep. Open up ChatGPT and use this exact prompt. I want you to study the YouTube channel Sleepless Historian and understand the type of content they create. Based on their style, generate 5 new YouTube video topic ideas that are similar. The topics should be suitable for long-form, calming history videos meant to help viewers relax or fall asleep. The ideas should focus on everyday life, lesser-known historical facts, and slow, detailed storytelling rather than exciting or fast-paced narratives, and so on. I would leave this prompt in the description box. Look at these results: a day in the life of a Roman baker, the quiet corners of a medieval monastery, the art of letter writing in the 18th century. Perfect. These topics hit the sweet spot. Interesting enough that people click, boring enough that they fall asleep. The key is avoiding anything dramatic. No wars, no scandals, no mysteries. You want the historical equivalent of a documentary about how grass grows. Save these topics in a spreadsheet because one ChatGPT session will give you months of content ideas. Next, ChatGPT will generate a script outline, but this initial version won't be detailed enough for a 2 to 3 hour video. Here's how to expand it properly. Step 1, request chapter expansion. Use this follow-up prompt. The outline is good, but I need much more detail for a 2 to 3 hour video. Please expand each chapter into a full detailed script section with 1,500 to 2,000 words per chapter. As you can see here, it gives me more words. Step 2, enhance visual density. After getting the expanded script, use this prompt. Perfect. Now I need more visual breakdowns. Please provide at least 5 detailed image descriptions per chapter, with each image covering 2 to 3 minutes of narration. Specify the exact watercolor wash style, muted color palette, and wide aspect ratio for each visual. Step 3, final image generation prep. The output should give you 8 to 12 chapters with 1,500 to 2,000 words each, 5+ image descriptions per chapter, 40 to 60 total images, specific visual style notes for each image. Now for the images, you can use similar image style as the reference video. ChatGPT calls it a medieval manuscript illustration or illuminated manuscript style. Something like this, but I will suggest to use another well-known history art format so you don't look like the channel and you can stand out. Examples are classical realism, feels like a painting in a museum. Vintage engraving, feels like an ancient history textbook or map. Watercolor wash, feels dreamy and soft. Minimalist historical illustration, feels clean and gentle, almost like adult storybook art. Illuminated manuscript, feels authentically medieval, decorative, textured. Sepia photography, feels real but timeless and calming. I use the watercolor wash style here, but feel free to experiment with any art style you prefer. Pro tip: if you're not happy with the aesthetics from ChatGPT, you can head over to Midjourney, search for history images, find the style you like, download it, and use it as a reference when creating your images. Once you have your reference, start generating your images using the prompts provided by ChatGPT, just like I did for all the images you see here. Important note, when generating a lot of images in the same ChatGPT session, you might notice a drop in quality over time. For example, compare these two images, you'll see the difference. To avoid this, simply open a new chat and continue generating. Thanks to AI, this entire process can be fully automated. If you want me to cover how to automate faceless video creation, type automate in the comments and I'll make sure to include it in an upcoming video. Once all your images are ready, download them and move on to the next step. However, keep in mind the images generated are not in a 16:9 aspect ratio. If you scale them up directly, they might lose quality. To fix this, you can use Canva or Photoshop to extend the canvas and then upscale the image for better clarity. From what I can tell, the reference channels don't usually upscale their images. Doing this gives you an extra edge and makes your videos look more polished and unique. Repeat this process for all your images, download them and organize them in a folder. Next, we'll move on to generating the voiceover using the script. Head over to 11 Labs and sign up for an account if you don't already have one. Once you're in, you'll need to choose a voice or create a custom one. I highly recommend creating your own voice. This helps you avoid sounding like everyone else on the internet. To do this, click the ++ button next to voices. A dialog box will pop up. Select voice design. Here, type a detailed prompt describing the kind of voice you want to create. You can also add a short test script to preview the generated voices. Click generate voice and wait. 11 Labs will produce 3 different voice samples. Listen to each carefully and select the one that fits your style best. Make sure to save it and give it a name for easy access later. Now it's time to generate the voiceover. You have 2 options, text to speech or studio. Since longer scripts tend to get cut off in text-to-speech, I recommend using Studio. It allows you to generate the full voiceover in one go. Paste the script you prepared earlier into Studio and click Generate. Once it's done, listen to the entire voiceover to make sure there are no errors or mispronunciations. If everything sounds good, download the voiceover file. The final step is to bring your video to life by combining the voiceover with the images we generated earlier. Open CapCut or any video editor you're comfortable with. It doesn't have to be CapCut. The first step is to import all your images and the voiceover files. Here's the video I created earlier. I'll show you on the side exactly what I did. Start by dragging and dropping the voiceover onto the audio track. Then listen carefully to the narration and begin pulling in the images, placing them at the right spots to match what's being said. After arranging the images, it's time to add effects, sound effects, and transitions to enhance the video. Let's start with the effects on the images. Under the effects tab, search for Spark and drag it onto your images. Stretch it out to cover them. Do the same with the old rom-com effect. I also added a simple opening effect at the beginning to give it a polished start. Next, let's add transitions between each image. Go to the Transitions tab. As you play through the video, find transitions that match the mood between two images and drag them in between. This is how I added smooth transitions throughout the video. Now for the sound effects, I added a crackling fire burning sound. Go to the Audio tab, click on Sound Effects and search for a fire sound. Once you find one you like, layer it throughout the video to create that calm, cozy atmosphere. One last important detail, in the reference channel, they sometimes show just a dark background with the fire sound and effect playing. To recreate that, you can design a black background in Canva, import it into CapCut and stretch it to the end of the video along with the spark effect. This way, when the images finish, the voiceover continues with the crackling fire sound and a glowing background, keeping the viewer engaged. Finally, play through the entire video to make sure everything looks and sounds right. If it's all good, click Export and you're done. Here's a quick sneak peek of what I created, and it took less than an hour. It really is that simple.
Welcome, dear listener, to another gentle journey into the folds of history. Tonight, we find ourselves in the heart of ancient Rome, not amid the grandeur of marble temples or the roar of the Colosseum, but on a quiet, narrow street, lined with modest homes and the occasional market stall. It is the very early morning, still cloaked in darkness. The city sleeps, except for a few. One of these is our baker. His day begins long before dawn stirs the rest of the world. The room where he sleeps is simple. Walls of pale plaster, a low bed of straw and cloth, and a small oil lamp guttering faintly. The baker rises quietly, careful not to wake the others in the household. He wraps a simple woolen cloak around his shoulders. The early hours are chill, even in the warm Roman climate. The streets are silent, save for the distant splash of a fountain or the whisper of a breeze tugging at a worn awning. With practiced steps, he slips through the door and into the sleeping city. The baker walks slowly to his shop. The soles of his sandals slap lightly against the stone-paved street. Rome, in the quiet of these hours, feels like a...
Now here's where it gets really interesting. This channel is making great money, but they're leaving thousands of dollars on the table every single month. Let me show you exactly what they're missing. First, they have zero affiliate marketing. Think about it, their entire audience struggles with sleep, but there's not a single affiliate link for sleep products in any of their descriptions. No weighted blankets, no sleep masks, nothing. That's like owning a restaurant and not selling drinks. Second, they're missing out on meditation app partnerships. Apps like Calm, Headspace, and Insight Timer pay creators $5 to $15 for every sign up. With 407,000 subscribers who are literally using their content to sleep, they could be making thousands per month just from app referrals. Third, no book recommendations. Their audience loves history and sleep content, but they're not recommending any sleep books, history books, or audiobooks through Amazon affiliates. That's passive income just sitting there waiting to be claimed. And finally, they're not leveraging their authority. They could be creating premium content or exclusive series, but they're sticking to just ad revenue. It's like they're playing with one hand tied behind their back. So let me show you exactly how to fix this and multiply your income from day one. Strategy 1, sleep product affiliates. Partner with companies like Purple Mattresses, Casper. Even a 5% conversion rate on sleep aids could add $100 to $200 per day to your income. Strategy 2, app partnerships and sponsored content. Meditation apps, sleep tracking apps, even audiobook platforms are desperate for this audience. One sponsored video per month could easily bring in $2,000 to $5,000. Strategy 3, Amazon affiliates for books and audiobooks. Recommend history books, sleep science books, or related audiobooks. Your audience trusts your content recommendations, so they'll buy what you suggest. Strategy 4, premium content creation. Launch a private community with exclusive sleep series, early access to videos, or ad-free versions. Even 1% of their subscribers at $5 a month would add $2,000 monthly. The beautiful thing is, all of these strategies complement each other. You're not choosing one, you're stacking them all together. And here's the kicker. Most of these revenue streams are passive. Once you set up the affiliate links and partnerships, they generate income automatically while you sleep, literally. So now you understand not just how to replicate their content strategy, but how to monetize it way better than they are. All right, so you've seen the strategy, you understand why it works, and you know exactly what tools to use. But here's the thing, knowledge without action is worthless. So I'm going to give you a simple 4-step action plan that you can start implementing today. Step 1, research 10 boring historical topics right now. I'm talking about things like, what did people eat in ancient Egypt? How did Vikings actually live? Or the daily routine of a medieval peasant? Write them down. Don't overthink it. If it sounds boring enough to put someone to sleep, it's perfect. Step 2, set up your free AI accounts today. ChatGPT for scripts and visuals. If you want to invest $11, get 11 labs for premium voices. Then download and install. CapCut is free. You can also use CapCut mobile or web version, anyone who works for you. This should take you 10 minutes max. Step 3, create your first script this week. Pick one of your 10 topics and use the prompts I showed you. Aim for 5,000 to 8,000 words to start. That's about 30 to 45 minutes of content. Don't try to make a 2-hour video on your first attempt. Step 4, start with shorter videos and build up. Your first video should be 30 minutes, then 45, then an hour, then eventually 2+ hours. This helps you learn the process without getting overwhelmed, and it gives your audience time to discover your content style. Now, I know some of you are going to have questions as you start implementing this. Maybe you get stuck on the script writing, or you can't figure out the voice generation, or you're not sure about the visual style. That's completely normal. I've created a membership program called Accelerate, opening on June 13th. Inside, you'll get direct access to me and a community of members ready to help answer your questions and support your journey. If that sounds like what you've been looking for, join the waitlist below to be the first to get all the details when doors open. I've also put together a free checklist that you can download right now. To guide you is setting up your channel for success link is in the description. If you have found this video valuable and want more of this type of content, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on bell notifications because you wouldn't want to miss next week's video. But before you run off, here's the reality check. This opportunity won't last forever. Right now, the sleep content space is wide open, AI tools are accessible and affordable, and the algorithm is rewarding long-form content more than ever. But every day that passes, more creators are going to discover this strategy. In 6 months, this niche could be saturated. In a year, it might be too competitive for new creators to break in. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. You literally have everything you need to create your first video this weekend. Your first upload could be live by Sunday night. So stop making excuses, stop waiting for the perfect moment, and start building. Your future self will thank you for taking action today instead of just watching another tutorial. Let me know what video topics you would like to see next on the channel in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.